Hey, Bruce Cook, and this is another video, another paintball marker I fixed for one of our customers. This is yet again another ion. This is for Westley from that came to our Snellville location. So you just gave this to me less than an hour ago, and I wasn't able to make it to work today. The car I'm using, the engine started knocking. So I decided when I came back home to go ahead and work on your ion. So I went through everything. The first thing I did was, I aired it up to see what the issue was that you're talking about. And I noticed, it fired a couple shots and then it would not fire again, even with the solenoid making the little pinging sound. So first thing I did, I went through the entire thing, completely disassembled everything. This is an Ion XE. It's one of the models that you could take the bolt out the back. It doesn't require you to take the entire marker apart to get the body out of the sleeve, or the can out of the plastic body. So, but I went through everything. All the O-rings looked real good in here. I didn't find any issues with any of that stuff. I just cleaned it up, re-greased it. Also took your regulator apart, serviced everything in there. Everything looked excellent in there. Also took your solenoid apart to take a look at the armature in there. And your armature was actually in excellent shape. It wasn't damaged. There was no abrasions on it. The rubber on the bottom side of the armature was still very solid. It was still hard. Did not feel like it was compromised at all. So that means you can run this ion still at full velocity. The armature was just fine. The two issues I did find with this was they were very simple issues, no big deal at all. Was one, somebody turned your dwell completely all the way down. That would cause the problem. So first thing I did was you have a Smart Parts 360 QEV in here. Normally you would have to you could run your dwell lower, like when you're in the settings mode on this stock board. You would with the banjo fitting, you would bring it up to like a value of 48. That's 48 blinks. That would translate to 18 milliseconds, which is what a lot of these spool valves used to run correctly on. Back in the day, these were a thing. But the QEV, you typically be able to drop it down to like 40. So the first thing I did was I tested this thing out after I maintenanced everything, and after bringing the dwell back up to the value of 48. And I also brought the regulator back all the way up with this high pressure Valken tank up to 180 psi, which should get you 280 to 300 feet per second with field paint. And it fired. I dumped 2 loaders worth through this thing, and there was a little bit of like hiccuping. It didn't stop firing, but you were getting some shots that were acting like the gun was wanting to conk out. So the next thing I did was simply changed out the battery. I've been through this with other ions before. Now the battery I have in this right now, since I didn't have any other spare new ones, and I just installed a new one into my Bob Long Vist yesterday. I do have to take this battery back out when I'm done with this video. But the battery was apparently the one you had in here, the Duracell you had in here was low. As soon as I swapped that out, this thing shot amazing. I mean, there was no hiccups at all. It shot like it was brand new. So we're gonna go ahead and fire this. Just like the other ion shooting video, I had the firing mode set on ramping, and I have the recharge setting set so this will fire at maximum rate of fire, which with these ion stock boards is, I think the max is 17 balls per second. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And here we go. Oh, it's sounding kind of funny. Uh-oh. Oh, we got jam. That's what's... Oh, I forgot to mention, the paint that I have in this is old dirty... well, not dirty. It's old paint that I pulled out of loaders that our customers turned in at the end of the day. I save used paint, for tests like this. And no, that was just a jam. That had nothing to do with the marker. So there might be some swollen paint in here and stuff. Just got to be thankful didn't shot. But if you can see the stream of paint, it's shooting pretty good. Oh, that's it. So yeah, don't worry about that sound. You seen the velocity wasn't being affected by it. It wasn't shooting down or nothing. That was probably some swollen balls going through the barrel. I've had all those used paintballs in that box that I just poured them out of from. Like I got them like 4 weeks ago, and it was a variety of a bunch of different paintballs. You've probably seen different color paint coming out. It's like 3 or 4 different types of field paint. But there you go. Your gun's shooting perfect now. The paint that I ran through it when I was testing it, when I got it working, was all the same paint. It was the weapons grade paint that I've used in my last couple videos. That was nearly fresh out of the bag paint. So this was, I ran out of all that doing testing. This was the last bit of paint that I had. So that's what I should have used that during the testing and then saved the better stuff for the video. But your gun's shooting amazing now. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you soon.